Okay, well, it's been a long time coming, but well, today we're going to be checking out part two of the Eva Asus collaboration. This time it's focusing on Eva-02. Well, I have a lot to say. Let's begin. Okay, well, going back to this, we can already see the difference in packaging. That's the second one. This is the first one. So if you notice, packaging is fairly clean on this. And here they just, it's essentially waifu bait. So let's check it out. Let's open it up. I mean, this is like the standard packaging for like the Maximus Hero board line. But yeah, I wish they could have like made this rather than, I mean, Asuka is an iconic character, but I wish they would have made it more like Eva-02. Oh, this is new. So it's not clean, it's not transparent anymore. So let's pull it out. Okay. Man, these are clean looking boards. So first up, we got the board. Take it out. Alright. Alright, let's put a close up here. It's a clean looking board, to be honest. In the back. Oh, nice. Yeah. Angel form Eva-02. And this is a nicely done backplate. It's nice. Alright, let's check out the pins. Hopefully there's no bent pins. Newegg. Okay, pins are clean. Pins are clean. It's always a thing for me whenever I order online for motherboards. I have to check the pins if it's like an LGA socket type. Okay, so taking the board out, we got nicely done M.2 card. Nice. So I did do it on the first video because the first video was mainly a comparison between MSI's collaboration effort versus Asus. But yeah, both of them actually includes an M.2 hyper card. Or hyper M.2 card. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You got your software here. ROG software, essentially. Let's pull that out. And what's on this side? You got your cable bunch on this side. So you got your Wi-Fi antenna. Is this the riser? No. Oh, it's a memory cooler. So you can put like a fan. So yeah, you can mount this on your motherboard and you can mount fans on it. So essentially cools your memory. Nice. You got some ARGB cables. Got your front panel connections. SATA cables. It's not braided, unfortunately. It's just plastic regular cables. Got a couple of M.2 screws. Yeah, oh. It's also, you got another fan holder. Looks like this is... Okay, so this looks like it's for a chipset. Oh yeah, so it's a chipset fan. So you can add a fan on your chipset over there. Yeah, it's a pretty cool accessory kit. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's go back to the board. So the board itself, it's fairly similar to the design of the first one. Of course, they have to incorporate Unit-02's colors. So let me bring up this first board. So this is the first board. The design, of course, it's going to be similar. It's the Maximus Hero line, so of course it's similar design. So fairly standard. I do like they did change a lot. So you can see here, change the branding. I think I like the second board more, just because of some of the design languages. Like, see this one, I would appreciate it if it was like more like the purple color scheme. This one is, had the red and orange. That's pretty cool. Got your pinouts here, so yeah, again, pretty similar design. Let's do sideways. The ports, I believe, looks like, yeah, so the second version has more USB ports. So 1, 2, you got 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you got 9 on there, and then 2 Thunderbolt and 1 USB-C. 1 HDMI. You got your 2.5 here. Your sound. Yeah, so mostly this has more USB Type A ports. That's pretty much the difference. On the back side, that's where you see the difference. So the back, the first one didn't have a backplate. Second one did. Alright, so let's build a system and let's see how she looks powered up. For our test system, we're pretty much going to be using the standard components. I'm going to be using a 12900K. I'll explain that at the end of the video. We're going to be using the frame, the contact frame. Of course, my M.2 slot, my M.2 card, and essentially the XPG RGB 5200 32 gig kit. So yeah, let's start the building. Oh, sorry, forgot. For our fan, we're going to be using the D15. So yeah, let's start building.
Build is done. What can I say? I like the aesthetic of the build. I like, the overall reds and orange and the combination of the colors on it. My main problem with it is the screen. On the left side, it features Unit-02 and Asuka. I would have appreciated it more if it's similar to how they did the original collaboration one, where it switches between the Berserk state and the regular state of Unit-01. This one, it just switches between Unit-02 and Asuka. So here, I'll show you what the old one looks like. Okay, from there, again, it's probably going to be up to personal preference on what you prefer, but personally, I prefer how they did the old way on Unit-01. Okay, let's take a look at the post screen and the BIOS.
What the heck?
Okay, all joking aside, I have no clue why they decided to switch to what effectively is waifu bait for Unit-02's post screen. It's a little off personally. But you know what? Here, compare it to Unit-01. And yeah, put it down in the comments below. What do you think and which post screen do you prefer? Let's move on to the BIOS. Okay, now we're in the BIOS screen. Yeah, similar to its post screen. Again, personally, it's too waifu baity for my taste. Yeah, Asuka's picture is there. I do appreciate it, or I would prefer if they made it into like how they're portraying 02 right now. If you look at Eva Unit 02, it's pretty much just an outline. So if they gave Asuka the same treatment, I wouldn't raise much of a fuzz about it. But otherwise, it feels like they just slapped a PNG of her in there and then called it a day. For comparison, here's how they did the original Eva Unit 01 BIOS screen. Put it down in the comments, which ones do you prefer? In conclusion, the build of the board, top notch. Nothing to say, they actually did improve the build from the previous one. They added a backplate for the actual motherboard compared to the previous one, didn't have one, and then they just silk screened like Eva pictures on the back or Eva symbolism on the back, which I wouldn't mind, but yeah, this one is a really good improvement by adding a backplate. My complaints is pretty much on a taste-to-taste or perspective-to-perspective basis, where they're kind of lying on more of being waifu bait with Asuka being front and center versus Eva Unit 02. While I understand that Asuka is an iconic character for Eva, I wish they could have focused more on Unit 02. But that's me personally. Okay, well, that is it for the motherboard coverage of the second Eva Asus collaboration. If you have any questions about this board, leave it down in the comments below, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, so time to explain why I used the 12900K. I actually have a 13900KF, but since I wanted to highlight the actual features of the board, I want to, display everything. And if there's a graphics card in there, you won't see the entire look of the board. Another reason for that is
we have a part 2. Subscribe for the next video.